The world thought the Gaza deal would finally bring calm, but just days later, Donald Trump, the man known for rewriting the rules of global politics, dropped a bombshell. A statement so unexpected, it sent shockwaves across the Arab world. Tonight, we break down what Trump said, why it matters, and how his words could ignite a new storm in the Middle East. Just 1 week ago, the so-called Gaza deal was being celebrated across international media. After months of bloodshed, Israel and Hamas finally reached what diplomats called a temporary breakthrough. Hostages were released, aid trucks rolled in, cameras captured scenes of cautious relief. But beneath the surface, tension was boiling. Iran called the deal a trap. Israel's far-right leaders warned it was too soft, and Arab capitals silent but uneasy. Then came Trump. Standing before a roaring crowd in Florida, Trump paused mid-speech and said something that froze the room. "The Gaza deal," he declared, "isn't peace, it's weakness." He promised that if he were back in power, things would be very different. He talked about recognizing new red lines, about protecting allies in ways the current administration won't, and hinted that a strong America doesn't beg for peace, it enforces it. Within minutes, his words were trending worldwide. Arab analysts called it a direct provocation. Israeli outlets said it's a sign of what's coming if Trump returns. But here's the thing. This wasn't just a speech, it was a signal. Trump's statement wasn't random, it was timed. Just days after the Gaza ceasefire, intelligence leaks suggested Iran was moving weapons again through Syria. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia had quietly resumed talks with Washington about security guarantees. Trump's team knew all this. So when he spoke about strength and enforcement, insiders say he was testing the waters, sending a warning to Tehran and a promise to Tel Aviv. It was classic Trump. Unpredictable, blunt, and strategic. Remember, during his presidency, he recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital, withdrew from the Iran deal, and brokered the Abraham Accords. So when he now says, "Weakness creates war," it's not just rhetoric. It's a political comeback built on his old playbook. In Cairo, analysts called Trump's remarks a potential game changer. In Doha, commentators warned that a new Trump era could reset every Arab negotiation. Some Arab diplomats quietly admitted, off-camera, that Trump's unpredictability is both fearsome and useful. Why? Because under Trump, many Gulf states got exactly what they wanted: deals, weapons, and visibility. But for others, especially Palestinians, his return could mean another diplomatic winter. One Arab newspaper headline summed it up perfectly. Gaza's silence might not survive Trump's noise. For Israel, Trump's announcement is music to the ears of hardliners. They see him as the only Western leader willing to give unconditional support, and maybe even a green light for stronger military action. For Hamas, though, it's a nightmare scenario, because Trump's foreign policy has always been zero tolerance for militant groups. If he returns to the White House, intelligence sources believe funding routes and arms networks across the region will face an all-out crackdown, and that could shift the entire balance of power in Gaza again. But remember, Trump isn't back in office yet. This statement is also about the 2026 elections. Every time Trump takes a strong stance on foreign policy, his support base rallies harder. He's painting himself as the strong leader America needs again. And with every crisis, whether it's Gaza, Ukraine, or China, that message grows louder. So this isn't just about the Middle East. It's about the next chapter of US power politics and how one man uses chaos to shape his comeback. Let's not forget, a single statement from Trump can shift global markets, alter alliances, and spark debates across continents. The Gaza deal was supposed to calm tensions, but now nations are recalculating again. Iran sees a warning, Israel sees opportunity, the Arab world sees uncertainty, and the rest of the world watching closely. Because when Trump talks, no one knows what comes next, but everyone prepares for impact. So, is Trump's announcement a genuine warning or a campaign stunt? Is it about peace, power, or politics? One thing is clear, the Gaza deal might have ended one chapter, but Trump's words may have just started another.